coming up soon. But look at this man, the Guerrilla Militia, Franco D'Angelo. He has been building a team here, Deuce, of some of the largest, some of the baddest, some of the most intimidating professional wrestlers in the game.
Let me tell you something, Walker. These guys are ready to take over the jungle. When you're a silverback, you only run with the best. You know what I mean? No monkeys in a circle. These are gorillas.
Absolutely. And Franco D'Angelo, you know, we've been talking about him building this team, building this army, this guerrilla militia to try and take over Texoma Pro Wrestling. We see Big Set accompanying him here down to ringside.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Steel sharpens steel, Walker.
It definitely does. And here's the thing. We don't know how much more steel there is out there in the Texoma Pro Wrestling locker room. We don't know who has their alignments with Franco D'Angelo and Big Set. I mean, you could have your alignment with Franco D'Angelo tonight, for all I know.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
But he's going to be taking it on to someone that I am very familiar with. I've called many of this man's matches all throughout the states of Oklahoma, Missouri, and now in the great state of Texas. The leader of the Merxist regime, MERC, is in the building.
MERC is in the building, and you know what? He looks like he came to fight.
You know, we talk about Franco D'Angelo recruiting for the Guerrilla Militia, but MERC actually made his debut last month in Texoma Pro Wrestling. And, well, he claimed that he was recruiting for his own regime, the Merxist regime. He is building his own army. And we've seen Franco D'Angelo take it to a multitude of competitors to try and fulfill his recruitment process, if you will. It's almost as if these two are going to be trying to recruit each other here tonight.
I'll tell you what, we got here in Texoma is the Cold War era. These guys are amassing arms. They're ready to go to war. Let's see what happens when we lay it all on the battlefield.
We are building up nuclear arms, and the race is on here tonight.
Oh! Ah!
And MERC is already starting off hot and heavy, strikes on strikes, putting the boots to him. And our referee, MJ Bell, has sounded for this contest to be underway. The bell has sounded, and this match is official. But you have to imagine that Franco D'Angelo is not happy about the way that this one started off, Deuce.
Not at all, but you know what? Shades of him, so he's got to respect it. He's got to respect it.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Clothesline out of the corner for Franco D'Angelo, and he is feeling himself here right now. A little bit on wobbly legs, but that's what happens whenever your opponent takes an early start to the contest. Franco D'Angelo was not prepared for what MERC had coming out of the gate, like a house of fire.
Hey, he's got tree trunks for legs. Looks like he's got his footing back. And like I said before, this is war. They didn't come in. They're not playing. Oh!
And what is it they say? All is fair in love and war, right, Deuce?
Hey, especially with two generals.
Absolutely, and that's a fantastic point that you're making there. Two in-ring generals, a veteran here in Franco D'Angelo, and a literal general, a leader of the Merxist regime in MERC.
You know, he came into his house. He's talking about recruiting. You got to pay homage. You got to wipe your feet. There's mud all over the floor. Somebody's got to clean it up.
It's all about the respect here in this one.
Oh, these guys are throwing shots, Walker.
Absolutely. Irish whip out of the corner. Now reverse. Franco D'Angelo eats a big boot there from MERC.
Oh, wow.
What's he looking for here? He's got to eat two more of them, Deuce.
He's already going high risk, which shows you he understands the kind of match that this is. He knows what's on the line. This is about respect.
Not only does he understand what's on the line here, he understands how to chop down a redwood. Franco D'Angelo is a hard man to try and take off your feet, and that's exactly what I'm talking about.
The power. Kicks out.
There's a lot of confidence there in that pinning attempt. And you might imagine that if Franco D'Angelo managed to hook the outer leg, he might have had this one in the bag.
It's not about the leg. It's not about even trying to get the 1, 2, 3 at this point. It's just to show, hey, this is my house. You're going to show some respect. But you know what? I think respect has got to be earned. These guys aren't giving anything tonight. So we're going to see after this, Do we have more respect, or do we have heightened tensions?
Absolutely. And these two men, neither of which particularly favored by our Texoma Pro audience here tonight. I mean, they haven't exactly been the most respectful individuals to everyone here in our crowd in the Elks Lodge Arena. But these are two warriors, and they are battling out for each other's respect.
Oh!
Good God. Going for the cover, hook in the outer leg, like I mentioned.
Oh!
And that's it.
The silverback beats his chest once again, Walker.
And Franco D'Angelo picks up the victory here. Big Sed getting in the face of our official here in referee MJ Bell. And now that's just completely unnecessary on the part of Big Sed.
Hey, these guys are proving a point tonight, all right? These guys aren't politicians. These are generals. They're men of war, all right? He knew what would happen if he came in here. They both knew the risks. One man got the reward, and we see who that is.
Well, if there's one thing I have to say to that is that war never changes, and some things always stay the same. And if it's up to Franco D'Angelo, if it's up to the Gorilla Militia, this victory streak that these men are on,
yes.
Well, that is undying, Deuce.
Undying. You know what? It's hard to recruit men, calling yourself a leader, and you just stood toe to toe with the silverback, and you didn't leave it to food.